Welcome back, Raider Nation and my champions. And in this video, we're going to take a look at some updated mock drafts from the experts. We're also going to compare those to what they were saying back in February, and we're going to have a surprise announcement for the weekend. Now, back in February, I made a video called Mocking the Mocks, where they made their predictions of our first round picks back in February. If you haven't caught that video, I will put a link in the description below. So let's get to it. Now, the first one we're going to take a look at is from Todd McShay from ESPN, and at the time he had us selecting Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, better known as JOK, linebacker from Notre Dame. Now, I did give this an overall grade of an A at the time, but let's see who he has us selecting now. Now, in his most recent mock, Todd has us selecting Trayvon Merrick, free safety from Texas Christian. Now, I did put these bullet points. These are the same bullet points I had during the positional series for free safety. He is the consensus #1 free safety out there. Obviously, the need we have, I feel this is, as far as positional, this is #1 for us. The probability, I gave it a B because you never really can tell with Gruden and Mayock, what they're actually going to do. But overall, I would say for Todd, I would give him an A for this mock draft selection. Next one we're going to look at is Mel Kiper Jr., also from ESPN. At the time, he had us selecting Jalen Phillips, edge rusher from the U. At the time, I gave it an overall C grade with a very low probability. I gave it as a D, also from health and other issues. And with the addition of Yannick Ngakoue, this makes even less sense to me. So let's see what Mel's saying now for us. Mel now has us selecting Jamin Davis, linebacker from Kentucky. Now, here's a few things. You know, he basically played inside linebacker in college, but he is, I would say, as coverage in the middle of the field, short to mid range, he's kind of deceptive and can still make plays even though he's, quote, an inside linebacker. I think his biggest strength, though, is his ability to diagnose a play once it starts, especially on running plays, rushing the gaps and stopping any screens. PFF kind of knocks him for getting 3 interceptions last year, that they were pretty easy. There were tips. To me, it's a positive. It tells me he's around the ball. He's in the right place at the right time. Sure, there's a little bit of luck involved, of course, but it seems that he's always where the ball is for the most part. My only kind of slight knock on him would be that he's a little light. He's 6'4", but he only weighs 234. His frame, he probably needs to add about another 15 pounds, I would say, to play at the NFL level, which is doable, obviously. And I gave it an overall as a B-. Again, if we're going to target linebacker, maybe if Micah Parsons is not there. Some people say he's better than Parsons. I would disagree with that. He could be an option. That's why I gave it a B. Again, with Gruden, you never really know. Next one we'll look at is Chad Reuter from NFL.com. He also had us selecting JOK. Let's see who he has us selecting now. Chad now thinks we're going to go with Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle from Virginia Tech. Now, Darrisaw does have some strengths and weaknesses. First off, he's kind of a mountain of a man, 6'5", 314, and he plays that way. He's basically a wall. If he can get onto you, it's pretty much game over. He's got a really strong punch. Some things he needs to work on is he tends to open his hips, especially in the pass coverage, and his legs aren't moving as much. So I'm a little concerned with some kind of a speedy edge rusher that can bend, that can get around him and nail Derek Carr. And another thing is he played 3 years at Virginia Tech, all of which on the left side. And obviously, if we selected him, he would be the right tackle with Colton Miller on the left side. So it would be a transition I think he could make, but obviously it would be a transition, a little time there. I gave it overall a B. I could see it happening. If we don't go with a free safety in the first round, I think we'll definitely go with an offensive tackle. Now, Michael Renner from PFF had us selecting at the time Nick Bolton, linebacker from Missouri. I completely disagreed with the pick, and I gave it a C overall grade at the time. So let's see who he's saying we're going to select now. In his latest mock, Michael Renner has us selecting Micah Parsons, linebacker from Penn State, with the 17th overall pick. Arguably, or I would say not arguably, the top linebacker in the draft. I think he could play inside or out. Obviously a playmaker, especially when he blitzes. But I put here no chance in hell. I just don't see him falling to 17. We would have to move up to get this guy. I've talked about this before. I think he would be a prime candidate to replace Von Miller next season in Denver. And I would think he was not going to fall any lower than that 9th pick. Overall, it would be great. Maybe the probability I probably should have put lower, but if we ended up with him and he fell, that would be great for us. Now, the last one I was going to talk about was from Steve Palazzolo from PFF, but he hasn't provided an updated mock draft. So this is a good time to talk about the surprise announcement, and that is we're going to have a live stream interactive mock draft where you can be the GM. So we're going to do this online. It's going to be Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night. And you will be deciding the course of this mock draft. So we're going to be doing it online through the mock draft simulator in PFF. If you guys want to make trades, we can make trades, move up, move down, and we'll go from there. I think it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Now, I'll be putting out a separate announcement video for Saturday night's live stream, giving more details on that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and supporting this channel. And as always, go Raiders.